Hey folks, Eddie from Brain Pulp TV, and I'm back with more Magic Online. Today, we are doing an Eternal Masters Swiss draft. A 6, 2, 2, and 2 Swiss draft. So hopefully by the end of this, we end up with at least 2 packs, possibly 6. Not very likely, but I'm just hoping we don't get blanked and end up with 0. It'll also guarantee us 3 matches, so there's definitely be 4 parts to this particular draft series, so look for those ahead. But in the meantime, we're going to get to the draft and the deck building right now. Okay, we're starting a little bit late on the draw there as far as what we have here, so I apologize for that. We have one of my favorite cards. We have Mana War, which I really like, which I'm considering taking. Flying, Protection from Black, Echo. Return target card from your graveyard to the battlefield. This could also be a very nice one. Sierra Angel is also an extremely strong card here. So for me right now, I'm thinking either Karmic Guide, Sierra Angel, or Mana War. Llanowar Elves could also be helpful as well too. I think though, I think we're going to go with Sierra Angel here. I don't know if it's better than Karmic Guide, but we're gonna take it anyways, and hopefully that was the right choice. Okay, so we have Aven Rift Watcher, which isn't bad. It's pretty good. Intangible Virtue I like. More for constructed because it will probably be harder to force like a token sort of strategy. Tragic Slip is very good. I've gotten wrecked by Zealous Persecution in the past. I quite like the card. I'm thinking Zealous Persecution. Inkwell Leviathan is like a big giant bomb, obviously. It's kind of hard to get out there being a 9-drop. So I'm not entirely sure about that. Peregrine Drake isn't bad. Mischarger, being that we're probably going to be in white. I don't know. Tragic Slip, or I'm going to take the Persecution. I think that might be the better card there. Let's see. Blood Artist. Blood Artist might be a possibility. No, actually, you know what? We're almost definitely taking Pacifism here. We've got Abundant Growth, Blossoming Sands, Elite Vanguard. We're pretty much still just in white. Well, white and black, actually, right? So, but I think Pacifism is the way to go. Be nice if the Scoured Barons can wheel if we do end up going white-black, but yeah, I think Pacifism will be the pick here. Yeah, we're going to take Pacifism. Havoc Demon, when Havoc Demon dies, all creatures get -5/-5 until end of turn. I've had people play this against me. I'm not a huge fan of the card. I don't think it's going to be our pick. It's a 5/5 flyer, which is great. The Wrath type effect can be useful. Still, I'm not entirely sold on it as a pick. I like Phyrexian Rager. I mean, this could really help if we were in trouble, but it's yeah, I don't know. I don't think so. Squadron Hawk, maybe if something like this wheels, I'll grab it and see if I can get more Squadron Hawks, because the more the merrier. But I'm thinking of Phyrexian Rager instead of Havoc Demon. So we're just going to go ahead and grab the Rager. Honden of Night's Reach, I quite like. Gravedigger is also going to be very useful. Night's Whisper can be quite good. Oops, bumping the microphone. Sorry, guys. If I can't edit that out, I'll at least lower the sound of me smacking the microphone like that. Monk Idealist. So right now I'm thinking either Gravedigger. I mean, there's some good... There's good green. Elephant Guide is great. Nimble Mongoose is great. But I think I'm going to go with the Honden here and stick closer with white-black, though I would consider splashing green for Elephant Guide, but I'm going to take the Honden Night's Reach. Raise the Alarm, immediate pick from what I've seen, though Ballynock Cohort I like. Elite Vanguard's not bad. Korhuk Master actually might not be a bad pick as well, too. torn right now between Raise the Alarm and the Core Hook Master. Raise the Alarm's a nice little trick. I think I'm going to take the Core Hook Master here, though. Hymn of Turok is sort of like the first pick that immediately caught my eye there. Seal of Cleansing would be great, sort of like a sideboard. Squadron Hawk might be good if, once again, if more of them come around. Right now, we'd have to take the Squadron Hawk if we were going to go for that other Squadron Hawk was coming around. And I just think Hymn to Turok is just a better card here. So it seems like black is fairly open. So I'm going to take Hymn of Turok. Duress is not bad. Humble. Twisted Abomination. I kind of like Twisted Abomination over Duress. And Monk Idealist is okay. We don't really have... I mean, we have the one enchantment. But it's not super important to be grabbing enchantments right now from our graveyard. +2, this is probably not one of the ones that's going to end up in the graveyard a lot of the time. So we're going to go with Twisted Abomination here. We have the Tomb, Fog. This might be our pick. 6/5 for 5. When it enters the battlefield, any player may sacrifice 2 creatures. If a player does, sacrifice Prowling Pangolin. So I think that's pretty much our choice here, really, as far as I see it. So. Okay, so we're back to the original pack as far as I can tell. Return 2 target creatures from your graveyard to your hand, draw a card, or we can go with the Charger or the Rift Watcher. I'm thinking the Rift Watcher. A little bit extra life might be nice. I mean, a 2/1 flyer for 1 and a color isn't bad, but I'm going to go with the Rift Watcher here. Okay, so we have Elite Vanguard or Scoured Barrens. I'm thinking Scoured Barrens. Elite Vanguard will probably be able to pick up another one at some point, but I really like the fixing that we can get with Scoured Barrens, so I'm going to take that. Humble, which is essentially removal, or the Havoc Demon. I'm going to take the Havoc Demon. I'm going to put it in my sideboard, though. None of these are useful for us. Creatures without flying can't block this turn. That could be kind of a pain in the ass. I'm going to grab that because I think that's going to be kind of a pain in the ass if we run up against it. Maybe I'll grab the Melican because it's something we can at least play if we need to. And Seal of Strength goes into the sideboard as well, too. Okay, Void. Choose a number, destroy all artifacts, creatures with converted mana cost equal to that number. Then target player reveals his or her hand, discard all non cards with converted mana cost equal to that number. That might be worth splashing red for. We have another Sierra Angel, which I really like. I don't mind it taking 2 Sierra Angels at all. Welkin Guide. And another Twisted Abomination. Deathbridge Shaman's good too. I really like Void, but we'd have to splash for red, and I tend to get bit on the ass when I splash or go 3 colors. So if I can stay with just black and white, Victimize might be good as well too, but I think a second Sierra Angel here I'm really quite happy with. The Enchantress, whenever you cast an enchantment spell, you may draw a card. There's another Man of War. Talk about something I'd be willing to splash for. Man of War, man, I love me Man of War. Favorite card, hands down in Pauper for me, is Man of War. Probably going to take the White Man Lion here, though Benevolent Bodyguard isn't bad, I don't think. We don't have any 1-drops yet. We have some things that I wouldn't mind bouncing, like the Core Hookmaster and the Phyrexian Rager. Even the Aven Rift Watcher before it vanishes would be good to bounce. So I think, and we also don't have any 2-drop creatures yet, so I think I'm going to go with the White Mane Lion here. Yeah, let's grab the White Mane Lion. We got the Cohort. Wake Dancer is good as well too. If we're in red, Mog War Marshal. I like Mog War Marshal. Torrent of Souls, we can actually play this. Return up to 1 target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield if black was creature's target. You know, I kind of like Torrent of Souls here. I mean, obviously it'd be better if we were playing red as well too. Wake Dancer's kind of strong. We have a lot of 5s. You know what? I'm going to go with Torrent of Souls. I don't know if that's the best pick, but Annihilate, destroy target non-black creature. It can't be regenerated. Draw a card. That's straight up removal. I like that. Field of Souls. Whenever a non-token creature is put into your graveyard from the battlefield, put a 1/1 white spirit creature token onto the battlefield. That might not be bad either. And Deathbridge Shaman I also like. So our 3 picks. Sorry, Annihilate, Field of Souls, or Deathbridge Shaman. I might just go with the straight up removal. I've only got 8 creatures. Yeah, I'm gonna take Annihilate because I just a straight up removal I think would be a wise choice. The Autocrat, don't really have much that'll work with the Autocrat. I just kind of like the Autocrat. Duress would be decent. Once again we don't have any 1-drops whatsoever. We don't really have anything that. Well, I mean, like something like Zealous Persecution with the Autocrat could be good. Humble might be good. It's because it would be just straight up removal. I think I'm going to go with the Autocrat, though. Rally the Peasants, no. There's another one of the Prowling Pangolins. And not much else that I see here. I mean, we can take the Windscarred Crag. That would also help with Torrent of Souls, possibly. I don't know, we're 5-drop heavy. Like, we're pretty 5-drop heavy. Pilgrim's Eye, maybe. Though we're really probably only going to be in 2 colors. I'm going to go with the Pangolin again. I'm going to put 1 right now for the sideboard. Benevolent Bodyguard. Man, there was so much white and black before, and now it seems to be sort of petering out. I don't know if people are sort of swerving into those colors or if it's just not there. I'm going to grab the Benevolent Bodyguard because there's not a whole lot else. War Priest of Thune is not bad. It's a bear with an upside. Raise the Alarm. Second Thoughts. I mean, it's another 5-drop, which I'm not super crazy about. Raise the Alarm might be better here. Skulking Ghost is not horrible, but I'm thinking either Second Thoughts or Raise the Alarm. I'm going to go with Second Thoughts. And I may have second thoughts about... Oh, I know. Void might be better now that we do have something that would possibly we'd want to splash red for. I still like the Deathbridge Shaman, though there have been several that have popped up. No, I'm going to go with the Deathbridge Shaman here. The Enchantress or the Bodyguard. I don't think we have much in the way of enchantments. I think we just have the one, right? And Passivism, I guess, as well, too. Yeah, I think we're going to go grab another Bodyguard. I don't think we really need another Bodyguard, but what the hell, just in case. Here, I'm just going to grab Fog, because I just don't want to have to deal with someone pulling a sneaky Fog on me. I'm going to take the thing with Death Touch out of the equation. I'm going to take the Jungle Hollow in case we splash green now for that Fog. I'm going to take the Crag in case we splash red. Well, actually, the Crag can actually probably go right in. It's not super important to have in, but it may work with Torrent of Souls for us. 12 creatures and 7 others, and I guess we're taking Rugged Highlands as well, too. Got tons of the lifelands there. So we're at 19. Not the strongest deck yet. Man, Crater Hellions. And I don't want to have to play against Crater Hellion. Splash blue, and then I have the other Shrine. Beetleback Chief. God, red. Whoever playing red is probably doing pretty good for themselves with a lot of these picks. There's another Elephant Guide. I think I'm going to take the Honor Guard here. I like its abilities. We don't have much in the way of 4-drops either. Worn Power Stone as well. I mean, that'll help us get to some of our 5-drops a lot quicker, but... And then there's the Rift Watcher. Other than that, then there's Wake of Vultures and Urborg Uprising. But yeah, I think I'm going to let's take the Honor Guard. I like Wall of Omens. I wonder if anyone's been snatching up these Squadron Hawks as they've been coming around. There's another Phyrexian Rager. I may take Wall of Omens over the Rager. I don't know if that's the best choice, but it's a choice. You know, you got to give me that. It is a choice. When we have a certain number of spells, and we could splash for red, so Young Pyromancer isn't outside the realm of possibility. But yeah, I think I'm going to take Wall of Omens. I'd splash green for Armadillo Cloak. I really want to take Entomb. What could we Entomb if we had... But then we have nothing to get it out of the graveyard, right? But the thing is, I don't like anything else we have here. I mean, Armadillo Cloak, I maybe splash green for it. We're sort of splashing red. There's Carbonize as well, too. There's Duress. Return up to one... I mean, we have the one Reanimator card. I freely admit this is a bad pick. Sideboard, but I'm going to take in the Entomb. So, Mischarger. Looks like it'll be Mischarger. Bloodfell Caves, maybe. Not Curd Ape. Not Flame Jab. Shelter, target creature you control gains protection from the color of your choice until the end of turn. Draw a card. Maybe. No, I think I can go with the Mistral Charger here. Yeah, that seems like the best choice. Karen Feeder. Actually, Karen Feeder could be good. Wake Dancer could be good. I think Karen Feeder, we might get Karen Feeder to wheel to us. Gravedigger might be good now that we've taken, but we're not necessarily playing Entomb. I like Karen Feeder with something like the Autocrat. We didn't take any of the Raise the Alarms, but I think we have another shot at another Karen Feeder, but Gravedigger and Wake Dancer, maybe not. I can grab the Wake Dancer. There's another Second Thoughts. I don't want to take another Second Thoughts because we've already got a fair amount of removal. Draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards. Skulking Ghost. I can grab the Skulking Ghost. I don't know if we're going to play it. I'll grab the Skulking Ghost for now. There's another Karen Feeder for us, if we want it. Glimmerpoint Stag. When it enters the battlefield, exile target permanent. Return that card to the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of the next end step. That might not be bad. I mean, we don't have much in the way of come-into play effects for a lot of stuff. But I think I like the Stag. I like the Stag better than the Karen Feeder. I like it better than the Benevolent Bodyguard. I don't necessarily think we need another Scoured Baron, so I wouldn't turn one down if that was one of our few picks. So I'm going to go with the Stag here. Probably another Core Hook. Knight's Whisper, maybe, actually, instead of the Core... No, let's go with the Core Hook, because we're having certain things now that are allowing us to bounce, and I think something like the Core Hook would be great with that, so let's grab the Core Hook here. The Uprising might not be a bad choice. Worn Power Stone might help us. Or I might just take Elephant Guide so that someone doesn't have Elephant Guide. Which is not usually the best way to draft, but... You know, I'm going to take the Power Stone here. Probably not the best choice. Phyrexian Rager, another one of these. We're definitely cutting stuff now because we're at 27. But I will take the Rager just to have it. I'm going to take Seal for sideboard. I'll take Shelter right now and put it in my sideboard for the time being. I'll take Dream Twist so that no one can mill me. I'll take the Wayfinder out of there. And a foil, Cephalid Sage. So those are the cards. We've got ways to go to weed this down. We got to get rid of 5 cards in order to weed this down to a decent sized deck. So that's going to be next. Okay, first, let's group creatures separately. Let's see what we have. Don't think we need 2 Benevolent Bodyguards, so that's an easy cut if we want to make it. White Mane Lion, I like that. I like the Rift Watcher. I like having both of the core Hookmasters in. I don't mind having 2 of the Phyrexian Ragers in there. I like the Shaman. I like the Wake Dancer. So far, not really cutting much in the way of creatures. Is it better to have a Sierra Angel? And you know what? Because it's double black, and it'll be harder to... I mean, him a Turok as well too, I guess, right? We're only playing 2 colors. Let's see. Okay, let's see what we can cut from the non-creature spells. I like Zealous Persecution. I like him a Turok. Pacifism. I can probably get rid of Worn Power Stone. The Honden, it puts our opponent on a ticking clock even if we only have the 1 shrine. Torrent of Souls can probably go. Yeah, Torrent of Souls can probably go. So that puts us down to 26, would be cutting 3. Let's get rid of 1 of the Benevolent Bodyguards. We can probably get rid of 1 of the Ragers. That puts us down to 24. So if we were to cut 1 more, what would it be? What would it be? Maybe the Wall, though it's card draw and it's an early sort of like defender for us. Skulking Ghost, maybe? Let's take out the Skulking Ghost for now. That might be something I regret later on. It might be better to take out the Wall of Omens. Yeah, but I think this is okay for now anyways. So let's combine groups. Sort by converted mana costs. It's not a horrible curve. It's not a horrible curve. We'll add basic lands. Oh, you know what? Cancel. Let's take out the Windscarred Crag. Because yeah, we're not using Torrent of Souls. Yeah, it's a shame we didn't have Reanimate Dead, because the Reanimate Dead would definitely make it worth putting the Entomb in there. But we'll play with what we actually have, so. Okay, so then we add basic lands. 9 to 7. I think I'll be okay with an even split. I think 8 and 8 is fine. So we're going to add that. Okay, so I think this is the deck we're going to go with here. We have Scoured Barrens. We have an even split of 8 plains and 8 swamps. We have Benevolent Bodyguard, Mistral Charger, Pacifism, Wall of Omens, White Mane Lion, Hymn to Turok, Zealous Persecution. We have Wake Dancer, Phyrexian Rager, the Deathbridge Shaman, 2 Core Hook Masters, and even Rift Watcher. And then we have, if it shows up, Coalition Honor Guard, Glimmerpoint Stag, Honden of Night's Reach, Sengir Autocrat, Prowling Pangolin, Annihilate, Sierra Angel, 2 of them, Second Thoughts, and Twisted Abomination. So there might be cards, and this happens a lot of the times when I draft, where I discover after the first game that this is not a card that should be in the deck, and I just basically wait till I can sideboard, and there'll be a card that I'll be taking out. Like the Autocrat, for example, may be completely useless to us, and we decide to put the Havoc Demon in instead, and I would have rather had that in my main deck, but that's the way things go sometimes. Anyways, like I usually do with the matches, they will all be in their own separate parts, so this is the end of the first part. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions, comments, if you'd like to let me know what picks that you would have picked instead, or what picks you thought were solid, or what picks you thought were probably not the best choice between the 2 cards, maybe that I was sort of like mulling over my head, please leave that in the comments section below. You can also contact us directly on Twitter at BrainPulpTV, or me directly on Twitter at Geek Tragedy. In the meantime, though, take care, everyone. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing, and I'll see you all very soon.